Start recording. Bitcoin looks like fucking ass. Let's take a coin. Let's go to 5 minute. See how this looks. Double bottom. Could have a potential bounce. So we'd hope for 56 bounce on that. This just looks so awful. On our RSI like this though. This actually looks like it's coming to life. That actually might play out. That actually might play out. It's going to depend on what the market looks like, but that looks like we could actually get it. Especially since SPY's waking up a little bit. Super oversold. That's probably the morning play, actually, is coin. What? Yeah. SPY looked really awful last night. It seems like it's like climbed over all of that, and that's gorgeous. I didn't realize this morning would be so easy. That's probably the morning trade. The first thing that's standing out to me. I also want to look at CCJ because I have a bunch of positions open here. A bunch of positions open here. Why the fuck is this? I stopped cussing. I'm recording. Nothing really stands out to me. I'm just looking for a break here. With this trend line to break. Let's go to a 30 minute, see if there's any greater patterns here. Yeah, so this could actually be even lower. I just totally messed that up. Is that perfectly straight? It's gonna drive me nuts. Yeah, pretty much you break that short-term resistance, you get a nice little bounce here. A nice little gap up like that. That's what I'm hoping for. And actually, before I continue this, alright, let's close a lot of this noise. Update that. Hit refresh here. Alright, I'm not forgetting about anything for the economy. None of this is new. That's great. Let's see if there's been major news this morning. Wait, what? Omens was, well, yeah, no duh. I can't tell Russia what to do. That's pretty shocking. Yeah, I did not expect that many new constructions. Yeah, I just knew construction would still be going on like that. I guess because lumber prices have fallen. Yeah, that's really interesting. I'm gonna just quickly share that in the Discord real quick. All right, so nothing here seems like it's gonna catch me off guard. None of this is gonna be that important for this morning. um, so we can go right back to looking at stuff. We'll run this after the market actually opens. I'm surprised it even pulled anything up. But this is also a scan tool I use that brings up any stacks that are firing on multiple TTM squeeze time frames at the same time. So once the market opens, I'll also fire that baby up and see what kind of hits I get, because it usually means good momentum running up. We're green over market sentiment right now, though. I don't know. It's gonna be a good morning. Look at SPY again. Kind of got a name picked out. I want to kind of look at it again this morning. It's probably Netflix. Crazy. I'm still looking for this thing to hit. What was that? Who joined? Oh, it's okay. I'm still hoping that Netflix hits its targets. Is that a 50% retracement, though? Because that would actually completely destroy my charting here. We came down to the point. Wait, what'd you say?
I said Snap rose 9.5% to close with a sympathy with Meta.
It rose. This is what I had drawn up for Meta. Looks like it's wanted to bounce a little bit. So we could actually. Oh, here, you said Snap. We'll look at Snap first. We'll look at Snap first because Snap's a big mover. Then we'll go back to Meta because that chart needs to be adjusted again. I'm looking for it to actually bounce, push back into the position in a meaningful way, if it ever does, and chase that fourth wave bounce, because the fourth wave bounce seems to be coming in. That's what I think we're watching for SPY right now. If we go to the 30-minute here, I know we're looking at daily charts, but overall, this is the trend I'm looking for to develop. I was thinking bounce here or bounce here, then come up. Looks like those bounces have come in. It also looks weird on a 30-minute, but on a 1 day. On a 1 day, I'll look like I can draw lines a little bit better. Yeah. I was hoping for those two lows. Looks like we got it. It looks like it's played out. So I'm hoping for this nice little bounce here. Did I say fourth wave? That's obviously an ABC. I even drew that. This sleepy brain. Has this thing been developing any pattern? Because I noticed it's just been bouncing. really see anything with Snap. Now, the one thing I want to add here, because this is actually what I've been doing with, I'm bouncing around so much, but I really did not sleep that well. That's not the one I want. And get that out of here. I don't want that. That's just annoying to me. Wow, look at those Titans so much. Now, really hoping for an upside move here. What I would want to avoid is that. I don't want that. I don't. You see, we tighten and then it leads to that sell off. Don't want that. That's just fine. We're tightening again. And if I come on a longer time frame, though, if I come to like the 30-minute, yeah, it's a lot wider. Okay, that's actually what I expected. This actually might be time to go ahead and sell a bit more of my position. Because what I've been doing with coin is you can get, if you buy at the money, what I've been doing, not with coin, with CCJ is this thing loves to touch these Bollinger Bands so frequently. It should come to an hour. Same thing. So when it hangs around the top of this Bollinger Band, usually selling into that. When it comes down to the lower end, is when I'm usually buying into it. So that's why I bought again on Friday, pretty large position, and then sold some yesterday. That was an amazing swing. That was like a 70% swing. So probably sell some more this morning. I still have some long dated options there though that I'm going to hold through everything. Just on some news, just because of all the news reports that this trade exists because of all the news reports that have been coming out about new countries that are switching to solar, not solar, to nuclear. How many spoofs am I going to have? Am I Biden? My word. I got to wake up. But that's what I'm looking for there. I think coin's going to be amazing this morning, though. I think this could be a good one. I expect a good bounce to like 56. It depends on where we actually come in here in the open. Let's see if this is still holding some integrity on SPY, because it was looking pretty scary last night. And we can go ahead and remove these. I'll just redraw them. It's getting annoying. I want to see the 5 minute. $57 coming in bullish. Oh, I should have destroyed that. What was I looking for? This was... $391. Oh, that's because I did it like that. That was the triple bottom rally. So that's a triple bottom break extension. 388. Test the 390 again. Okay. That's what I'm looking for. In the pretty good market, it seems to be holding up. Beautiful. Let me actually restart this. Weeble loves to not update. Okay, that is accurate. You always have to restart. If you're using Weeble to look at anything, you have to restart Weeble every day. Because it loves to not update. And it will show you yesterday's information in a heartbeat. You, Roy. Wow, what happened with you, Roy? Everyone see that? With the Weeble, I wanted to see where the market sentiment was favored there. And then I want to see who are top performers. In uranium, I noticed is up. I really like uranium, bullish on uranium for the reasons I talked about. I see the top player. Come over to the charts and see what this says. Honestly, if anything, I would want to be short here. It's running too hot. That TTM squeeze fired. What's your top? It's also a penny stock. It likely doesn't have options. I'll just check on here. It does. With any actual open interest? Not really. Only 207 contracts total. Not really. Oh. Do you walk down 9%? That's great. We set up a short there yesterday. Can you explain the correlation between VIX, UVXY, and SPY? UVXY shares SPY will do a little ahead of time, correct? No. VIX is showing the volatility within the market. What you can look at with VIX. I forgot how weird about VIX Weeble is. Let me just pull it up here. The equation here is we have a 20. I don't know what this was for, but I'm not using it right now. We have a 24.44 read on the VIX. So this is showing at the most extreme a 12-point move. You just divide by 2, a 12-point move on SPY. And that's the max volatility that could currently hit the market. It's fear index. The higher it is, more volatile the market could be, more fear that's in the market, basically. And if that fear gets overcome, it could also be the rally that ensues afterwards. As you can see, it's melting down a lot right now. Below 25 is huge. UVXY is simply going to be the short-term, on a shorter time frame measure of the same indicator and using futures. I would say that UVXY can be accurate for day trading, but as of late, I haven't liked it at all. It's been pretty odd. Look at this thing. I never look at RSI on VIX. It's weird. So UVXY is just futures being traded. Technically, I guess if you're day trading, you want to look at this one more because it is a shorter time, so it should be more sensitive. That's the word for it. It's more. It should be, in theory, more sensitive. But nothing's gonna show you what SPY will do a little ahead of time, unless you're just aiming for technical analysis to play out. You know, Fibonacci levels are gonna be better for that than anything. So we got 3 minutes to the open. Gonna be looking at coin. Gotta drag that down even more. Is SPY giving out? I'll go back here. Is this a wedge? A wedge forming in short term for Bitcoin? Boop. Boop. Lower highs. Higher lows. I'm looking for any news about what's led to the sell-off. And I don't care about... That's the open. Let me detach this for... Look at this overcome that. Oh no. Value homie. Oh no. They totally robbed you of that. Oh, they totally... That's highway robbery, bro. Wow. Who, me? How to buy? I just sold some CCJ. Oh, I'm getting murdered on coin. I can show you how to get murdered on coin.
Yeah. Coin is just down.
Yeah, I'm down 76% right now. Shit.
I know that shit.
Yeah.
That shit is where you're like, shit, I fucked up.
That sucks. I wasn't expecting that plunge. Let's go back to trade view. Look at this again. Look at that bleed right at the open. Yeah, you see that? That is gory. But we're at a 9 RSI. This is likely the big move that I keep talking about on YouTube, where I was hoping it was going to be a move to the upside, but it looks like it's going to the downside. Actually, say what? This is still fine to the upside. Maybe. It really is, though. Holy cow. Okay, if you say so. Doesn't feel good. This is coming down to the downside on the daily, though. This looks like it could build some more. I mean, actually, wait, what was that daily RSI? At 33? Okay. You know what? Uh-uh. 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 I think this is gonna turn. It's way too oversold. Are you kidding me? That looks like capitulation. Nah, it was worse than that on the shorter time frame. Let's pull that back up. Yeah. It is wild. So we had
Holy shit.
the 18th, but what else can I buy here? All right. We gotta cut all these. All these positions are fucking
Tesla's
just.
doing the same thing Coin is doing. It's just going down. It's just a straight line down. Holy fuck.
Can I get these for? Buyers gonna come in. Buyers did come in though. Buyers did come in though. All right. Let me make sure my grass over here. People are not really not liking giving this time. Honestly, I don't want to go much further than the 18th because I expect the bounce to be pretty short-lived. And here's the thing with a stock like Coin is a 10% move's not that big of a deal. I went ahead and recut though because I'm just gonna buy with even more volume to the upside. Look at those buyers come in at the 50 strike. Those actually already existed. That should have hit my radar. That's my mistake. That's my mistake. That is a huge mistake. We write that down. We write that down. Because I bet the crypto traders saw the move coming, loaded up on the puts, and then look at, and then it's hitting the strike with all the volume. Like on the nose. It melted straight down to it. If I had been paying attention yesterday to these strikes, and let's see if it's also crazy for the end of the week. That's not as bad. It's still the highest open interest here. The other one we got was 70, so it looks like Bears won. But that was likely your signal. Right there. Damn, that sucks. Should have caught that. I should have caught that because I've been staring at Coin's option chain for... Yes. That must have literally come in like yesterday. Yeah, and signaled that. So, bummer on that one. Give me a 15-minute. Give me a 30-minute. Give me an hour.
Phi also has the same nosedive.
This looks like more of a trend. We can remove this now. We don't need that there. We can remove this. Wasn't even. Although you can see how that line matched up nearly perfectly with the Bollinger Band too. A touch, sell off the bottom, touch, sell off the bottom. This looks like it was a good move, especially since the contracts ran up this morning. I want to move on coin. I just don't want to move yet. The selling doesn't look done. Looking for this volume to die off. I was looking for some sort of trend. I mean, I feel like if I draw this, I'm going to be forcing it. How smooth is this top resistance right now? On a shorter time frame, it's not that smooth. What we probably saw was the wedge break on the daily. Yeah, I mean, that's a massive wedge break. It's so gross. That line's not perfect, but I did have a line drawn here for the bottom, and it just plunged right through that. So we can remove this. Actually, it's at a 1, 2. What would you call that? A 1. Is there potential there? Uno. Not really. It's not very clean. It can happen. It's super rare. If that were to, though. What? Would you send me something? Oh. You should share this in the actual chat. Shoulder, head, shoulder. So. Are you screen sharing? Can you show how to buy an option contract? Oh, I thought that was you, Austin, saying that, but you were reading the chat for me.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't realize Kitty was legitimately asking how. Okay. If I go here to the actual option chain, what do you use? Do you use Webull, Katie? Actually, here at this moment is you use TD. Okay. I'll swing this over. I don't have options set up yet. What does selling a call put mean? As in you're writing it, or selling one you bought? You mean just straight up selling one? So, okay. Well, I was going to go over the basics first, but if I go to charts here, Right now it's on charts. If I go to trade, this is going to be your option statistic. You're going to see these different tabs here. So trade grid, not helpful. What we want to look at is the option chain. These are the contracts you can buy. These are the strikes listed here. This is my custom information that I want to see. If you click the layout, you can adjust this here. Likely yours will automatically default to something like this. I do advise setting up this custom thing, and here I'll screenshot the variables I actually care about. I sneezed. Post them in the chat for you so you have them for reference if you want to set that up. That's what I like to look at. That's what I actually care about is that information. And these are your time frames, right? So these are the expirations. So I can look at the November 25th contracts. Remember, this is day, month, and year. And then I can look at these strikes. And then I'm using this information. My open interest is the number of contracts that are currently open at a particular strike. The volume is going to show how many were bought today. A good indicator to look for, and I think we actually saw it here on the 18th, is not seeing it. Look at those. People are still piling into these 50s. I think this might be the bait. I mean, to buy more puts when the stock's already down 10%, kind of might be a bait. So this might be where the bounce comes in. But what you would want to see is vol. And you know what? We might actually see it on SPY. If I go to SPY, we might see it. If we go to, yeah. So like, see the 380 put volume, 15,000. Open interest is 10,000. This shows you that this is where the momentum is right here. People are expecting this to move past this. Now, what you often want to look for, and there's strategies built around this, is for volume to be way higher than open interest on any particular day. And it will usually show you a ton of conviction. Like the mistake that I had to write down this morning in my notes for how I messed up on coin was I probably could have caught the greater volume over the open interest yesterday. This 14,000 position is huge. And oftentimes, what is called a gamma squeeze can occur when there's a massive clumping of option contracts on a stock, because this is the volume yesterday is probably greater than the open interest. What that does is the market maker then has to hedge themselves with the actual underlying stock. And that can cause big swings. I'm completely off topic from your question too. Let me reframe here. Buy and sell. Okay, so what does it mean to actually sell an option contract? So if I sold, let's say I sold, what would be decent to sell here? Honestly, if you're an option seller right now, you'd probably be wanting to sell puts. So I just right click on this. We go to sell, and you want to sell single. A vertical is a spread. I mean, everything's listed here. I'm not going to go through every single one of these. But if I sell a single, that means I'm collecting likely. Okay, so this is the bid. This is the ask, right? And as you can see, coin keeps a pretty, I mean, that's actually not that bad because for coin. But there's usually a pretty good gap between bid and ask for coin. So you'd probably try and sell for 5.9, which is actually 590. Because remember, these are controlling 100 shares. So you multiply these prices here by 100 to get the actual value of them. So if I was selling this contract for 590, I'd, this even be good. Yeah, you're a month out. I actually think you'd probably be better off with these. Honestly, you probably could even sell the weeklies. Yeah, that's still pretty good premium. Sell in the 50s. You probably could sell the 40s here and then sell the 45s on the 25th and collect almost as much as the 50, but carry way less risk. And then you could what would that run? Yeah, and then you could buy literally like a 35 put for like the December expiration in case it completely blows up and cover yourself too. Yeah, now I'm trading like noob trader, but I'm getting distracted. When you sell it, you're looking for the stock to run in the opposite direction of what you sell. All right. So when you buy a call, you want the stock to go up. But when you sell a call, you want the stock to go down. And you do remember that when you sell calls, you have unlimited risk. So option selling is much more dangerous in most cases than option buying. And that's for the call side mostly. There is limited downside risk on selling a put because the stock can only go to 0. But if you sell a call, the stock can go infinitely. So let's say you sold this 50 here for 410. If on the put side, the max amount that you could lose is how much this stock runs up if it continues to melt down, right? So, well, I mean, you could get out an option calculator and you can calculate the risk if you'd like. But if we have we're at 410, we have a delta of 42, which means for every dollar move in the stock, this is going to move 42 points. Okay? It gets a little more complex than that, though. Because then your gamma is 0.03. So for every dollar move, so this, let's say, all right, we'll do the short version, right? So this is, we're saying 410. I know it's moving, but we're saying 410. Let's say that this went to $49. Okay, the stock did. All right, so if the stock goes to $49, this contract goes up in value by 0.42, which is $452. And then the actual delta will move to 45.45 because this is going to change in value by the gamma. So then if the stock moved to 48, we would then add the 0.45. And then it's boom at $500. You're pretty much at a $90 loss now because if someone wants to buy that contract at that price, you then owe them the excess money. All right. And so then if it moved again, let's say it moved at another dollar point, we're at 45. Now we're going to be going to 49. And we're going to go to 49 because the gamma can also gain in value. As you can see here, the gamma also changes. So this is the exponential move of options, right? So if this melts against you, it can be really favorable if you're buying the contract. It's really unfavorable if you're selling the contract. Now, why selling works out so well, though, is because of theta. And I don't have theta pulled up here, but we can pull up theta. Because for that contract in particular, every day it exists, it loses $22. And so you're hoping by the end of it, by the actual November 18th, this stock will melt up. And even if it doesn't melt up, just existing causes it to lose $22 a day. So maybe in the short term it runs against you. But what option sellers are hoping for and what their best friend is theta. Because eventually, theta is going to take a
dunk on you. All right, so 80% of all option contracts expire at 0, but that's what you're looking for as a seller, and that's the math you want to be doing. And that trade idea earlier that I talked about is a way you can hedge. You could also do spreads on the sell side as well. Now, the nice thing about selling is that it can be used as an income strategy if you'd like. So if I held, which I do hold. So let's say I wanted to make income off my coin shares, which actually are even in this account. But let's say on that other account, I wanted to sell calls against my coin shares. I could then just collect that revenue. And if the position runs against me, I can just unload the shares because the stock's underperforming anyways. Now, that profit likely won't be as great because that happened. But let's say it actually just went sideways and I sold that put. And I sold the call is what you want to do. That's called a covered call strategy. Surely I've written about that in the Discord. I mean, surely that's in there. There's no way I didn't write about covered calls. Yeah. Honestly, you should probably just review that if you're curious about that. But this is an income generating strategy. And this involves selling calls on this against the stock that you own. So I'm just gonna say refer to that because it's gonna be very repetitive. Was there any more questions? Selling a call is an income generating strategy. Buying a put is a trade. As I guess the way you would look at it. Selling a call will make you a fixed amount of money. Like the max I can make on selling a call is whatever the premium is. So if I sold a $52 call and the stock just melts down for the next 10 days, the most I'm making is $420. If I bought a put, like a $50 put, the stock goes to $40, I'm gonna be $10-point move. I'm gonna 4x my money, more than 4x my money. But a higher rate of return. So it's a higher rate of return, but the way you're thinking about it should be different too in your mind. Cool. All right, let's go to actual trading. Coin bounced and I'm not in it. I'm upset now. I'm gonna move this over. Let's go back to trading view. It's actually so sarcasm, by the way. I'm not actually upset that I'm not in a position right now. I think this is going to play out more. Let's go here. That was too much. That wasn't a very clean bounce at all. What you're usually looking for is this golden range right there at that 0.618. This melts back down. This is completely scratched.
Let's see what Spy's bringing us. Let's get off the 1 hour, go to the 5 minute.
It's coming back up. Yeah. I'd say it's fine to enter a position here because of this volume. It's a little unnerving because this is probably going to enter accumulation phase and just trade sideways for a bit. Depends on if Bitcoin or any other catalyst comes in and causes this to move. But this volume here, you can see that a high amount of buyers came in, providing some support here. That's a lot of buyers coming in. So this might enter a nice accumulation before we get another lift off. I drew that backwards. It's even tighter. One minute's actually melting up more. My exit still wasn't that bad. Actually, I still had a better sell there. Yeah. Was sold immediately. On a longer time frame, the whole idea, look at that. What was this earnings? Why such a terrible sell off? I don't actually want to read through anything right now. Stop. I mean, they beat and it sold off horribly. Now up 16%. Wild. I'm gonna see if I could at least get filled on one contract here. Oh wow, it filled me on the bid. Okay, we might be able to load into this some more. Let me just go ahead and share this real quick. It's risky because this is likely going to trade sideways. I want to buy some longer dated here too. But I want to wait a little bit more before I buy them because I just got burned out of a bunch of December contracts, which sucked. That's a bummer. Kind of a bigger L than I'd like. It would hurt a lot more if CCJ wasn't such a powerhouse. And I actually need to see what USO's doing. Because these contracts are down a bit too. This is fine. I didn't mean to do that. That's fine.
What's up? Yeah, we can. Put you on the squad.
Yeah, that's a huge run up. Sheesh. That is a huge run up. What's AMD doing? Ooh, AMD looks like it wants to move. Let's look at NVIDIA. AMD earnings was fairly decent. Okay, AMD, you got my interest. What do you look like on a daily? On a minute?
I'm gonna move down to the
Looks like a wedge is developing. Let's see what this looks like now. Really? Is that updating? It looks like it's not. See, that's the thing with Webull. It drives me nuts. This application can't update. Ugh. Today might go sideways. Nothing really standing out to me except buying coin just on the extreme capitulation that we had this morning. Could trade these inner moves here, but not really my flavor. Is it wedge bearish? No. Okay, I just want to be clear that what you do so that you guys aren't constantly asking me what positions are already open is you go to the search bar here. You type in the chat. You go option plays. And then if you want to know about something, you type in the ticker. And hit enter. And you see, it pulls up every single play with that ticker. You can see the date, you can see what I posted, and the expiration just like that. This is the only one open right now. And if I click on it, it'll jump to where I posted it, right there. These longs were the only ones open. I sold those are out. Did I not post Friday about my calls? I guess I only posted that on Twitter. Well, I sold the other ones anyways, but I thought I posted on Friday about buying. I guess I only posted on Twitter. That's my bad. Well, I gotta be better about that. But did you see that, Katie? Did you see how to use the Discord? No? Okay. So you guys love to ask me what current positions. You're fine. You guys love to ask me which current positions are open, but this is why the Discord's so useful, because if I go to the option trading section here, I click search, I can go to option plays, I can type in hashtag, let me type it all the way out. I go hashtag option plays, so this will then run a search in this channel, and then I can type in the ticker. Like if you don't want to scroll through all this and see what positions open, you can just click the ticker and then you'll see everything that I've posted for that ticker. Yeah, but so the 11/4 is the expiration. So those are for sure closed, right? Because it's the 8th. So these are longs. I'll keep multiple time frames open at a time. Like I'll like I bought these and then I bought these. They're both open at the same time. I had multiple expirations. These were out. Pretty sure I sold these last week into the run up. And then I bought Friday, but I guess I forgot to post it. Probably only posted it on Twitter. Oh, you know what? Maybe I did it while I was on the live stream, and that's why I didn't say anything in the Discord. I sometimes forget to do that. Did I really not? Did I really not post it at all? I had to have done it in the live stream. My memory is telling me I did this. No, it's all the way back on the 26th. Doesn't count. Okay. Maybe I for real forgot to post it in the plays. Oh, I didn't mean to close that. Yeah, but nothing obvious this morning for trades. I don't see anything that I'm jumping up and down to make a move on. Just that coin position. DWAC also didn't play out. I got branded on volatility there. I shouldn't go and close these. Oh, I might have this morning. I just wasn't watching it. Shit, I forgot this was open. This is the problem with streaming this stuff is I miss stuff more. We'll just cut those because I'm not giving it close enough attention. What is PP? This looks like it wants to break the upside. Yeah, that's a break. This is a wedge. Wedges are not automatically bearish, right? So like this is the wedge formation here, and this is the break to the upside. So actually, I was a little bit early because what you'd want is to play the dump pull. There we go. But you see, as soon as it breaks out of that wedge, it can go either way. It could have broke out to the downside, but it's breaking out to the upside big. And this pullback is technically the best entry. I could have gone closer to the money there, even. Probably should have bought like the 65s. Well, I should have waited for the pullback. I thought I was before the wedge. I should have drawn it and then made the trade. Got a little excited right there. Shouldn't do that. So, looking for... Well, actually, we look for pullback. It's breakout. So you can enter in here. And it should continue up to the upside. Yeah, so you'd want that bounce right there. Just like that. Still good entry there, though. Still up. All right. That's the stream for this morning. I'm going to now hop out of the screen share, and I'm going to make some breakfast. Okay, was that helpful? Are you here or are you working?